Alright, today we're going to install a kitchen. Here's our space. Actually, it's not a real kitchen, it's a kitchenette. It's a glorified wet bar in a basement. First, we can see that all the plumbing and electrical are in. We're going to take you around and just take a quick look at some of these things. We already have the rough ends. That's the angle stop for the hot and cold, and that's the drain. Then we also have in our water line for a refrigerator ice maker. Then we're also looking at the GFI protected outlets that are going to be near water. That's something that's essential in modern houses. Now if you're dealing with an older home, sometimes you don't have these. You rip out an old kitchen and you don't have these modern things. However, all is not lost. You can hire an electrician to put those in for you, and you can put in your own water line. Also, we have up here in the top part of the wall, this is a dedicated circuit specifically for a microwave, a micro hood that goes over your range. It has to be a dedicated circuit right there. Normally in a larger size kitchen, you would find a dedicated circuit for your dishwasher and your garbage disposal. But again, this is a wet bar, so we don't have that. Not going to have a disposal in our wet bar. Alright, well, we'll get going here. We're going to start in the upper corner with our top cabinet. Way up here we've made our marks, our measurements. These cabinets are going to be 84 inches high. That's a standard. And we'll start with the very corner one. Normally if I do this by myself, I put in a 2x4 across here so I can rest the cabinet on top of it and put it up. But I have help. I've got a sucker today. This is the father-in-law. Dude, we're gonna knock this out in about a couple hours here. We're gonna discuss these materials that are gonna be going into this little kitchenette. It's gonna be a rich brown maple cabinet from Lowe's. It is a stock inventory item. Your region may carry different stock choices, but my local choices include hickory. I've installed those. Hickory is hard as nails, good quality stuff, but I burned up a couple drill bits just putting in cabinet knobs. They also have oak in a kind of a neutral orangey oak color, not my favorite. This is maple and it's brown and it looks really good. Some of the added bonuses with the Lowe's stock cabinetry, you've got these full extension drawers. Look at that. It comes all the way out. That's a nice feature. It's smooth and nice. Now I also like their raised panel. That looks really good. I prefer that over many of the IKEA models. Now, Home Depot actually has stock cabinetry with a better hinge. I also like IKEA's cabinet hinges better as well. These do not allow for adjustment side to side if you need to adjust the kilter of the door. But again, they're usually pretty straight. And if you're going with in-stock cabinets, if you don't like the way it looks, you just take that sucker back. If you go with Craft Made or some other fancy brand and you get a custom kitchen design, the problem is you have a little issue with one of the cabinets. Well, guess what? It's another several days to several weeks before you get that new cabinet or door back in so that you can complete your project. Drives you crazy. Any kitchen that you're working on that's under, in a house that's under 400 grand, I just do the stock cabinets. There's a lot of things that you can do to stock cabinetry to make it look more customized. Here's the thing, is most kitchen styles, no matter how up-to-date you make them, they're going to be out of style in about 8 to 10 years. So why put in something that costs you 3 or 4 times as much that's just going to be replaced within the decade? I mean, so what if it's quality built to last for the next 50 years, but somebody's just going to pull that sucker out in the next 10? So anyway, that's my opinion. Do your own thing. But I love stock cabinets, Lowe's, Depot, and even some of the things at IKEA. IKEA, they do come flat pack. They're a little inconvenient to put together, but they're a decent quality. I just prefer the Lowe's door styles better and how easy they are just to stick them in and screw them to the wall. All right, here we go. The tools that you're going to need for this job include these. Might not be limited to just these, but this will get you started. Screwdriver, drill, level, hammer, pencil, tape measure, screws. I like these. 2.5-inch screws for putting cabinets into the wall and into each other. 2.5-inch. Shims. Put these under the cabinets. Make sure they're level. And a finish nailer along with a compressor. Doesn't have to be top of the line. It just has to shoot. For your brad nails, 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches should be fine for everything you're going to be doing. Alright, last but not least, step ladder. Especially when you're doing the upper cabinets. You'll need those. That should get you going.